Yes, Logan. Not right now. When we are done with our lesson, I can cut that string off, okay? Today, boys and girls, we are going to learn about 2 different types of books. And we've talked about these books a couple times already. We have some books that are story books, or we call them fiction books. Anybody think of a story book that we've read before? Micah? The Scarecrow's Hat. That would be a fiction book or a story book because, was that book real? No. Can animals talk in real life? No. So I have a book here. This one's called The 3 Billy Goats Gruff. Would this be a story book? Well, let's think. If I were to read this, once upon a time there were 3 billy goats, and they lived in a valley, and the name of all 3 billy goats was Gruff. And then if we keep reading, we learn about a troll that lives underneath a bridge, and he's got a long, ugly nose and yellow teeth. Is this a storybook? No. Is this real? Yeah. No. So if it's not real, it is a storybook. So let's try again. Is this a storybook? Yes. Yes. These are what we call fiction books or storybooks. And make-believe, fantasy books. The other type of book that we have, does anyone know? If this one is a storybook, what is or a fiction book? What's my other one? Alexis, do you know? You don't remember? Isabella? Nonfiction. Nonfiction. We call these books learn about the world books. Okay? What are ways, can I learn about the world through a book? No. I can't? Yes. Yes. I sure can if I don't know anything about owls at all. Could I pick up a book and read about it? Yeah. Yes. Just like this week we've been reading about bats, haven't we? And we've learned lots of new information about bats. Yes, Allison? Mm-hmm. You're right. The cheerleaders from the Colts did read another version of that story to you. Okay? So, we have Learn About the World books. And these are the type of books that we're going to talk about today. And we're going to practice reading all on our own. When I read all by myself, should I go through and read like this? And read real fast?
No. You have to take your time.
Why can't I read the book like this? I'm looking at all the pictures. Isabella, what?
Because there's more words.
There are words. Did I read any of those words?
No.
No. And readers have to read the words, don't we? Okay? We have a sign here. It says, we are readers. One thing that we can do as a reader is we can look. So we're going to look at the pictures and look at the words. This next one says, we can think. Can we think about what we're reading?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to think about what we're reading. The next one says, we can read. Well, it's really important for us to read if we're going to be a reader, isn't it? Okay, and the last one, we can learn. Wow, I'm impressed that you knew that word. That's a big word. Kiss your brains. That was great. We can learn, and we learn with our Learn About the World books. So I'm going to model for you. I'm going to show you how I like to read a Learn About the World book. You know what? When I read it the very first time, I'm not going to read any of the words. Do you think that's okay?
No.
Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's really nice with a book that we look at all of the pictures first. And we think about, what are we going to learn as we read this book? Okay, because this is a Learn About the World book, we have this right here. This is called a table of contents. And it helps us find information. Okay, so I'm going to look at this. And I think based on these pictures, I'm probably going to be learning about owls. I like owls. Those owls are really pretty. They have great big eyes. On this page, I noticed that I have 4 different types of owls on here. So that tells me that on this page, I might be learning about different kinds of owls. What do you think? Do you think you'll learn about different types of owls on this page? Probably. Okay, so this one I'm going to look at the pictures. What do you notice? Help me. What do you notice about this picture? We have an owl. What do you see in the background of this picture? Kaya? It might be a snow owl. Why do you think it's a snow owl? What do you see in the picture? We see snow and we see that it's cold outside. Okay, what do you notice about this picture? What do you notice in the background of this picture? Micah? It's hot. How do you know it's hot? What in that picture makes you think it's hot outside? The sky and the trees. Now this isn't a tree. Does anybody know what that is? Isaac? That's a cactus. And cactus grow in deserts where it's really hot. So on this page, I think we might learn about the different places that an owl lives. What do you think? Think that's a good guess? All right, we're going to do another one here. Oh my goodness. Just a minute, sweetie. No one called your name. Look at this picture. Look at all of these yellow boxes with words, and they all have arrows. I think that this picture, this one's pointing to his side of his head where his ears might be, so it will probably tell me information about his ears. This one's pointing to his great big eyes, so it'll give us information about his eyes. So I think on this page, we're going to be learning about what the different parts of an owl are and what they do. Just one second.
I'm sorry to bother you. Do you have
Yes.
Erica?
Erica's currently in the office working on completing work that she's not managed to get done today. You can grab her for Mix It Up and she can go back to the office
Okay,
when she's
well,
done.
okay, because I'm just going, helping, because
Yep.
Mrs. Eppert's gone
Yep,
trying to find
that's
people.
where she is.
All right, I will
Okay.
catch her when we get the others. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, on this page, here's what I want you to do. I want you to be good, learn about the world readers, and I want you to look very closely at this picture. And when I say go, I want you to turn to your neighbor. Some of you might have to do groups of 3, so you 2 can be neighbors, you 3 be neighbors. 2, 2. Huck, you be a partner with Jordan, Nathan, and Lindsay. And then I'm going to do Logan and Avery, Ben and Allison and Isabella and Morgan. I want you to look at this picture and I want you to turn to your partner. Tell your partner what you think you're going to learn about on this page. Yep, you and Ethan. One, two, three, back to me. Can someone raise their hand and share with me what you and your partner thought you might learn about on this page based on the pictures? Avery? A caterpillar? What makes you think you're going to learn about a caterpillar on this page? Are you thinking about this right here? That kind of from far away, it probably does look like a caterpillar. That's actually a feather.
I know that.
So, now that we've learned that, does that change your thought process? What do you think you're going to learn on this page now? Maybe feathers. What do feathers help an owl do? So maybe we're going to learn about how an owl flies. Okay, we're going to practice another time with our partner. Hands down. We're going to do another page. Ooh, this is a good one. Are you ready? Turn to your partner. What are you going to learn about on this page? I'll come walk around if you need to get closer. Tell your neighbor, tell your elbow buddy, what are you going to learn about? Tell your elbow buddies. Hey, 1, 2, 3, back to me. someone raised their hand. What do you think that this page is going to teach us about? Let's see, Kaya? Yes, it might talk about them being nocturnal because we see that it's nighttime outside. What else might it teach us, Huck? Eating. Why do you think it's going to teach us what owls eat? Jaylee?
Because,
Well, look at this picture. What do you think? Why might it be about what they're eating?
snake.
Well, we see that this owl has food in its mouth, doesn't it? And you know, I heard something really good when I was listening. Someone said, I think it's going to be about the prey that the owl hunts. That was a really good vocab word because prey is what they're going to hunt on, what they feed on. Okay? So we're not going to finish this whole book. That was just an example. What I want you to do now is I'm going to put at every table a basket full of nonfiction books. Okay, and there's lots of different, they're all different. This one has polar bears. This one talks about animals and their tails. Woolly mammoth, an iguanodon, Jupiter,
What?
hamsters, and Venus.
Yay!
So here's what you're going to do. You are now going to learn about the world readers. And without any talking, you're going to come to your seat. Wait. Sit. You're going to very quietly come to your seat. When I say go, right now everyone sit down and listen to directions. On the Calkins, crisscross applesauce. Thank you. You will take a book. It does not matter what book you have, so I do not want anyone to argue because you know what? I might finish this book and I'll put it back in the basket and I can grab another one. Okay, but I don't want you to go through it and just be like, yep, it's planet, it's red, looks like Earth. Red again. Oh, that looks hot. Was that how we just read? No. We were good thinkers. We took our time. After I look at this and I see, oh, this looks like Earth, could I try to read the words over here? Yeah, I didn't read any words when I did it. I only looked at pictures. But can you try to read the words? Of course you can. So I'm going to put these on every table. Don't move yet. When I say go, you may come to your table with walking feet. You may grab a book out of the basket, and you may sit in your chair without any talking and be a learn about the world reader. Bend your